here I am again. So, days of deja vu. So what happened this time? Man, I am so unlucky. This foot is so completely unlucky, I don't even know how to begin to describe it anymore. This one really took some wind out of me. This injury really has taken some of the steam out. Definitely knocked the wind out of me. I was jogging last weekend on Sunday. I jogged a few miles and ran, jogged, whatever you want to call it, on Saturday, and then I did it again on Sunday, feeling really good. And since I had this surgery on this ankle almost 8 months ago now, I've kind of been ramping back. I was, not have been, but I was ramping back up to doing progressively longer workouts. So I'd gone the weekend before both days. Things felt fine. Things felt really good. I had no pain or anything, or fatigue of any kind. And then went on Saturday and went again on Sunday. So it was on the Sunday jog. I got about half an hour into it, and I just felt this explosion of pain in the back of my foot. And the ankle felt fine. When you have an ankle sprain, you roll your ankle or something like that, or you trip or go into a hole or whatever, or running on an uneven surface and you roll it, then it's the ankle. But this felt like what it ended up being, which is an Achilles tendon rupture or tear. So it was the weirdest thing because it's like, usually if you rupture an Achilles tendon, the situation is a little bit more dramatic. A lot of people get those ruptures, and I should say they're much more common in men than women. They get them through really intense stuff like football, maybe trail running, or domestic accidents. They fall down the stairs, like I say, step into a hole, fall into a hole, whatever. But it didn't really feel like I was, doing that much. It just came on very suddenly, and I didn't know what to make of it. So I stopped and I got myself back home, but every single step hurt. So I'm kind of tiptoeing all the way back home, and I couldn't really easily put weight on it. And I was thinking, well, maybe I can just walk this off. Maybe it's just like a heel sprain, because those are kind of common. You can sprain not your ankle, but you can sprain your foot. So I was thinking I probably just sprained it, and from just regular activity there. And as the day went on, I could put less and less weight on it. And I went shopping and for dinner. And when I went to the store, I found myself using, I was with my significant other, and he told me, use the scooter. Get the portable scooter and use that. So I drove that around. Those things are so slow. They're designed for 85-year-old people. They intentionally don't go very fast. So I used one of those when I was doing the shopping, and but once I got back home, walked into my place, it was like I can't walk anymore. It's like I can't even step forward without just being crushing pain. So I called an emergency, what is this? Urgent care. I called in. We've got 3 urgent cares on either my street or the street over. We've got 3 or maybe 4 of them in this area. I don't know why there's so many. Probably because they're so busy with people who go in for stuff. And I called one of them because they were open late. And I said, I think I might have ruptured my Achilles tendon. And they said, don't come here. Go to the ER. We can't do much for you here. And they said, go to the hospital. Go to the ER. So I went to the ER, and they were busy, and I had to wait my turn to even be seen by a doctor. And they just kind of looked at it, and I described my symptoms and stuff. And they got x-rays, and I was sure I hadn't broken any bones. I was thinking x-rays are just a waste of time. I didn't break anything. So they got them anyway because, I don't know, they're just playing it safe. And they said, we're going to go ahead and put you in a splint. So they put me in a splint, and and I was using crutches already, naturally. And they said, go to your orthopedic doctor, or go to, the person go to the doctor who did your surgery on this ankle. So I made an appointment. I got in just a couple days later, and my doctor said, this is the ankle that we did the surgery on, right? And I said, yeah. But, this problem wasn't with the ankle. So he examined, he had a look at it, and he said, yeah, you tore something. So we got to get an MRI. And he said, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a cast on. So cast on, and he said, stay on the crutches, and no weight on it, obviously. And he said, what I might be able to do is after a few weeks, put you in a walking cast. And I said, yeah, because I can't walk on it. And he said, or a boot. And I said, no, I don't want any more boots. The boots are uncomfortable. And they can even do more damage. I said, okay, well, so we'll see what the MRI says. So that's where I'm at right now. I haven't had the MRI yet. And the weird thing about those is that insurance companies don't usually like to pay for them. They're not really keen on paying for MRIs, even though they are traditionally a lot less expensive than some other things. The cost of them has not really changed all that much over like the last 20 years. There was a time like 20 years ago in 20 years ago dollars, or like 25 years ago or whatever, when they were very expensive at that time. But I've seen like the MRIs that I've had like in the last few years, it's like the charges of now are about the same as the charges of then. So anyway, insurance companies don't like paying for them. But that'll be the next step in the process, is seeing what the damage was on the MRI, and kind of going from there. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of non-weight bearing, and I'm going about my business. I'm not working at home anymore. We're back in the office now, and I'm going there every day. I asked our office manager if I could wear shorts, and she said, yeah, you can do that. That's fine. And I don't really have like any sock. I haven't been sticking a sock over the end of my cast, just because I really don't have any socks I don't have like a white sock or something like put all the way over it. If I just try to, I've got mostly black socks, and they're mostly just ankle type socks. And if I put one over the end, it just looks stupid. And it's warm weather here in February for some reason here in LA, and so I haven't been doing that, and won't. So, but that's the thing. That's like the only time when a guy can, unless you work like for a hipster business or something like that, or some kind of new age business or something, if you work in a professional office, unless you have a cast or some injury, a splinter or brace or something like that, that's the only time when a guy can like leave his toes open, which kind of makes sense. But it's like they reserve that for the women. Otherwise, they can do it anytime. But not the guys for some reason. I don't know. People don't take care of their feet or something. Guys don't. Most guys don't. Whatever. Anyway, so that's the story, and another injury. This is part of life. So, as always, if there's anything more I can add, I will. But that's where I am. That's where I am right now. And as far as my physical activities, I think I probably got to pick something else, because I don't think I can. I'm not going to be able to run anymore. I can walk. Walking's good. There's nothing wrong with walking. But I don't know now what the future holds, if I'm going to have to do physical therapy. And I've talked in my other videos about physical therapy, and how much I really don't like it. So that's the scoop for this. That's this week's episode. That's the scoop for now. So this cast actually this feels like a really good cast. And I did not go into my doctor expecting to get a cast. I was expecting he was just going to tell me to stay on the crutches and like maybe, God forbid, put me in a boot again or something like that. But I didn't expect a cast for this. But the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. So, yeah, it's a big old clunky cast. But my doctor is really good. He's been doing this for like decades and knows legs, feet, ankles. He knows like everything there is to know about them and more. So I'm in good hands. So thank you very much for your support. And if I do have anything else about it, I'll let you know.